Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about product photography. So I'm going to be showing you some behind the scenes from my first paid shoot. And I'm also just going to be talking about just my journey with product photography so far, and just giving you some information to people who may be interested in this specific niche of photography. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should follow me right now. I should put that on the screen, or it will be in the description down below. But anyways, y'all know that I mentioned I wanted to start doing product photography, and I've been doing it for some months, and I've really been enjoying it. Like I said on Instagram, I just want to share that journey, and that's what I'm doing with this video, and I want to post more videos talking about product photography. Before I get into the behind the scenes, I just want to talk a little bit about why I started and just what I've experienced so far with doing product photography. All right, so I pretty much started doing this because one, I was kind of already doing this with my YouTube channel, like with some of my thumbnails and images that I would put in my videos. I was doing product photography of cameras and different things like that. And also I wanted to start a new niche and just challenge myself and do a different type of photography. I think as a photographer, it's important to branch out and try different things and just challenge yourself. And you may discover that you really like the new type of photography that you're doing. And I've really been enjoying product photography. And also after doing research, I seen that there's a huge demand for product photography, especially with this pandemic and people starting a bunch of, businesses and online businesses. These people need content, especially if they're selling a product, they need content of that product. And this is where a product photographer can come in and take high quality images for businesses and brands that they can use on their social media, websites, marketing, and different things like that. And some things I've really been enjoying about product photography is it's very convenient. So we've done shoots in our home, and we've also done some outside, and it's just pretty convenient, especially with the shoots at home, that we can just do them there, just set up our lighting, set up, a little space in the kitchen, the living room, or even in this room, and just shoot. And I like that idea that, we don't have to go out far to do a job like product photography. Something else I want to talk about and I really like, I just feel like it's a lot of opportunities with product or even like branding type photography for businesses. Like I kind of touched on earlier, it's been a pandemic, it's been a crazy year, and this forced people to really shift online, which, people are already online, but a lot of people just pushed to online. A lot of people really seeing that, man, I really, I can't count on my job. I need to start like a side hustle or a business. So, just from seeing that and doing my own research, there's a huge demand for this type of photography. And I don't really feel like it's super hard to do in the learning curve. Like getting into it, it's not a big learning curve, especially if you've already started a business, you've been shooting with clients and stuff, you already know how it goes. But now you're just transitioning to shooting products. And I don't find that really hard to learn, right? So yeah, there are huge opportunities with this. And also keep in mind, this could be a niche of photography that you do during like wintertime. So you'll see like wintertime could kind of be like slow season, right? And you're not doing a lot of shoots outside. So this could be something that you can do in your own home. Or if you're doing like product or branding photography for a business, you can go to their actual place of business. So this could be something that you could still be bringing in consistent income during wintertime where you can't really get outdoors and shoot. All right, so before I get on the computer and I kind of do my voiceover over the BTS, kind of just explaining what I'm doing with that paid shoot, I also want to mention you'll see in this shoot, well, in some parts of the shoot, I use my wife as a model. So this is something else that I've noticed these businesses and brands, they want the actual product. They want like lifestyle shots of the product or you using the product to just, I feel like that kind of sells better because you're showing, the product being used. You really want to emphasize that. People can kind of envision themselves with that product and using that product if you show photos of a person with that product. So I just want to put that out there. This could be, something big that you offer, that you actually show the person using the product, and it's been something that we've been offering. And I feel like for the most part, you don't need like a professional model to do that. Like you'll see with the shots with my wife, she's just like holding the product or something like that. It's something real simple. So if you got a wife in the house that can help you out, or even a daughter or a son or something, just, that you could use them as a model. You don't have to go out and spend money on like a professional model. So yeah, you could go out and get a professional model, but I feel in most cases and depending on a product, you don't have to do that. So once again, it's just convenient, for certain shoots that I've done, it's just me using my wife in the house, and I love that. All right, so let's go over to the computer. I'm gonna do a voiceover and walk y'all behind the scenes on the shoot. Let's go. All right, guys, so this is the first scene we did. Right now, I'm just showing you the product. So we used deodorant, a body scrub, and I think that was it. So those are the products that we use. And this is my little setup. You can see I use just some little props, just things I found around the house to kind of enhance the look. And you can see this kind of backdrop setup I have. I got this from Amazon. I actually really like it, and it wasn't like crazy expensive. And I felt it went good with the product and the colors and stuff like that. So if you want to check out that backdrop, I'll have that linked in the description down below. And as you can see, as far as lighting, I'm just using light from the window. So I'm not even using like a strobe or anything like that. I had some really good lighting coming from the window from both sides and also the middle. So I felt like it was good enough to where I didn't need to use artificial light. All right, y'all, so for this scene right here, I used my wife as a model. So this is kind of what I touched on earlier. So she's just using the product, not using the product, but holding the product. They wanted some images with a model actually holding the product. So as you can see, this is just a simple setup. You don't need a lot to do stuff like this. So I'm just in my computer room. I have her against the wall, and I have the plant kind of in frame too, which I really liked how that looked. And as far as lighting, you can see I'm using the Godox SL60W in my new modifier. It's a lantern modifier. I forget how many inches it is, but it is by Glow. And I'm really liking this modifier. I mainly use it for YouTube, but it's good for stuff like this, studio work. And it kind of spreads light everywhere because of the shape of it. So it's not super directional, and it can kind of just light up the whole room. So it's a good modifier. If you shoot indoors, I definitely recommend checking it out. I have it linked in the description down below if you want to check it out on Amazon. But we got some simple shots. I got just my wife smiling, looking pretty. Some where she's holding out the product and I'm focusing on the product. Y'all can see my cat all over her. But yeah, so I'm just focused on the product, but you can see her in the background smiling. So they wanted some shots like that. Simple shots, simple stuff. As you can see, simple setup. You do not need a lot. And I really enjoyed how these turned out too. All right, so for this last scene, we moved to the bathroom. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this one was tricky because of just how I was trying to get my composition, and I didn't want certain things in the frame. I had some distracting elements in the background, so this one was tricky. But I do like how one of these shots turned out and the client liked it, so that's all that really matters. But as you can see, I have the Godox V1 leaned against that shampoo bottle, so what I'm doing is just bouncing light. It kind of flushes out this ugly lighting that you see in the video. So that's why I used the flash and to get some additional lighting on her. So could have been better, but I think it turned out okay. This is with the scrub, and I'm just showing her, and I'm not even showing her face in these images. I'm just showing her hands using the scrub. So once again, these businesses and brands, they want, with certain products, they want to see, you know, they want you to have somebody using the product. It enhances the product. The customer that's thinking about buying the product, they can see and kind of envision how it will look when they have the product. So I think that's super important when it comes to specific products. So if you can offer something like that, it does offer a lot of value to a business. So yeah, I think this one turned out okay. Now, as I do this more and do certain scenes in certain parts of my house, I will, you know, obviously get more experience and get better, but I do think it turned out okay. And I just wanted to show y'all, you don't need a lot to do this stuff. Like, we're just using stuff around the house. The scenes and settings that we're in, it's nothing extravagant. We're in our own bathroom. So you can create anywhere. So don't be thinking to yourself, like, I need this, this, and that to create certain images. And that used to be like a limiting belief for me. I used to feel like, okay, this location isn't good enough. I don't have enough props. So those were kind of things that held me back from starting product photography. But I finally just said, forget it. I'm gonna hop into this and do the best I can. And it's worked out well so far. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If you wanna see more videos on product photography, leave a comment down below and let me know. Also leave a comment if you do product photography yourself, and let me know just how that's been going for you and if you enjoy it. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos. I will see y'all in my next video. Peace.